wanted to give a brief introduction into who I am and what I'm planning for the channel. My name is Emily Farias, and I have been doing game development for about 7 years or so. Over the past 4 years, I've had the pleasure of working on projects for multiple AAA studios. One was for Riot Games, but the rest of the info on that one is still under NDA. More recently, over the past year and a half or so, I was working as a gameplay programmer on the recently announced Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4 remake. All the while during that time, I was still working on indie projects on the side. One of the things that I want to do with this channel is help humanize game development. I want to break down the screen and the pixels and show the people behind the games. I want this to be one place where you can come to see a wide variety of indie developers, to hear them talk not just about their upcoming projects or games, but also who they are as a developer and a person. I hope to help players find their next favorite indie dev. I also plan to interview developers at all stages of development, because I think they all have a wealth of information to share. If you're anything like me, then you spent weeks looking into which game engine is the best to use and why prior to ever touching a keyboard. I don't plan to answer that question because it's not a one-size-fits-all situation, but I do hope to get more info from the devs as to what tools they use and why, what has worked for them and what hasn't. I currently have over 25 really creative and passionate studios and developers scheduled for interviews, all working on a wide variety of games. I am super excited that I get the chance to sit down and pick their brain a little, delve deeper into their thought processes and experiences. If you happen to be an indie developer, whether that's a solo or team or studio, and you want to come on, I would love to have you. I will have contact info down below. I might also have a Google Forms document or something just to gather that basic info that I've been getting for scheduling interviews. Also, real quick, I want to give some thanks where thanks is due. I have received loads of supportive messages from people off the Indie Dev subreddit. That is a great place to go if you want to see updates from random indie devs, kind of get an insight into what they are up to. So I'm going to include a link to that below. Similarly, I really appreciate the support I have gotten from a few indie dev discords. One is from Indie City Games, a Chicago-based nonprofit that does a little bit of everything. They host charity events, host workshops, and game jams. I am including a link to their site below, and the site has a link to join their Discord. There were also a few more general game dev Discords that were really helpful, so I'm going to include links to those. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I hope to see you around.